Hi Pam, I'm making this video to help you review your scarf, and this is what your scarf look like, and it's a pattern called the no purl ribbing. Because the pattern only consists knitting and the slip stitch, and I draw a chart of this. So we started with the green row and with another way to here, and then you flip over to do the pink row. Okay, so the green row, we basically start 3 knit stitch, 1 slip stitch, 3 knit stitch, 1 slip stitch, 3 knit stitch, 1 slip stitch, and it's in the multiple of 4 plus 3 stitches. So this chart only shows 19 stitches. I'm making 31 stitches here. So, 28 by 3. So, and I have a multiple of 4, which is 28, and then plus 3. So let's get started. This pattern is really good for scarf because you have both sides actually that look the same, but it also create a sort of like a difficulty, which you can't say which one is the right side. So I put a 2 marker here. So the yellow marker indicate this is where, when I start with the yellow marker, that's the right side. Okay, only because we started with 3 knit stitch. So I'm gonna do 2 rows for you here, so just so you can remember that. So 3 knit, purl is you yarn over, purl as if you're gonna purl the stitch. You slip the stitch over, pull back, 3 knit, yarn over, slip as if to purl, pull back, 2, 3, yarn over, slip as if to purl, pull back, or you can call it put down the yarn to the back, as if you're gonna, because you're gonna knit next time, right? And so now you can actually see the pattern. You always slip the stitch when you're 2 stitches away from this ribbing or the knit stitch. So that knit stitch is always the middle one of the 3 knit stitch. I mean that long elongated knit stitch. The reason it's elongated is because it's slip over from the previous row. So I'm doing this slip stitch. That slip stitch actually gonna be the knit stitch on the other side. Remember this pattern so you won't get confused, because if you put down your knit to go somewhere and then you said, okay, I'm coming back and I don't remember what to do with it. So in this case, you get 2 stitches before this elongated knit stitch, and you know it's gonna be the slip off stitch because you're gonna knit 3 and making this one the middle one. So in that way you will always remember where you are. So you finish with 3 knit stitch. So that's the end of this row. So I'm gonna flip over to do the other side. And the other side, you notice here, we're gonna do this row, that pink row. So start with a knit, and then y'all know where to slip, pull back. Now you're falling into that 3-1-3-1 pattern again. Just the first 2 stitches, make sure the other side, they always start with a knit and a slip. And then we're gonna do 3 and slip, 3, slip, 3. Y'all know where slip as if to purl, yarn back, and the 3 knit stitch, slip stitch, yeah, 3, and it's a really nice and simple pattern. The result of it, it has a little, that ridge really make it look like almost 3-dimensional. So, and it has a simple beauty to it. So I really like this. Yeah, so that's the 2 rows that we did. And then so we started on the yellow marker, which is my right side, and then 3-1-3-1 again. So that's basically the pattern that you're working on. I hope this is helpful, and I really like to see that you can have your scarf finished. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, bye, Pam.